This is AfriNEXT Connections. I'm Juliet Fernandez. With me now is Benjamin Gyan-Kesse, the Executive Director for Kosmos Innovation Center. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to start talking about your personal journey working in agriculture. What has that looked like, and how crucial is this sector to Africa's development?
Well, my journey in agriculture started many years ago. I would say when I was about 16. After my ordinary level certificates, I went to my parents and I told them that I wanted to go and study agriculture. Meanwhile, at that point, I started studying accounting and economics. And my dad is a retired accountant, by the way. So it was like I was going to grow into the tradition of becoming an accountant. And my dad said, you take your time. After 2 years of your advanced certificate, if you're still interested in agriculture, you go ahead. After 2 years, I went back to him and said, I'm still ready for it. My mom called the church elders to pray for me because, agriculture hasn't been a place that young people are mostly encouraged to do in my part of the world, in Africa, because it has not really looked very attractive. And so deciding that I wasn't going to continue my education in accounting and economics, my mother felt at that moment that I wasn't going to amount to anything good. And it was going to be difficult for her son. She was concerned. And over the years, with the opportunity and the support from the family, I have gone through many trainings and also practically being involved in agriculture. The family eventually had a farm. I supported my father to also create the first family business that was into citrus processing. And that journey has allowed me to believe that there is a lot of potential in agriculture. So later, after my bachelor's in agribusiness, I honed in that skill to support farmers. And later now in my life, working with Kosmos Innovation Center, all the experience that I've gathered over 20 years past, we're putting that together with a program that was designed with the help of DAI to support young entrepreneurs and young leaders in agriculture to really believe that there's an opportunity in agriculture. And agriculture also has the potential to create a lot of employment and also catalyze economic development for our countries. And so in the past years, since 2016, having worked with Kosmos Innovation Center, we have been able to create over 34 active startups and supported over 120 agricultural SMEs, all bringing a lot of innovations and advancement in agriculture so that the last mile, the smallholder farmers can also be impacted positively.
And you touched on young entrepreneurs. Why is it important to invest in them, and how is your organization doing that?
Right. If you look at the average age of the Ghanaian farmer, it is past age 50. Mostly in organizations, at 60, you're going on retirement, right? At 65 in some countries. So if you look at that, then the next 10, 15 years doesn't look good for my country. And if you look at the trajectory of production and the reduction of production, and in another panel earlier was said, but see, when the farmer was young, at 20, in his community, he could do, say, for example, 10 acres of land. As they've grown into their 50s, their children are not seeing agriculture as a business. So they're leaving the communities, they're leaving the rural areas. So the farmer in his older age, without any technology and innovations, reducing productivity because they're using their muscle and they are no longer as strong as they were in their 20s. So productivity for the smallholder farmers keep dwindling. That is impacting the national capacity to produce, to feed ourselves. Therefore, we're importing a lot of food into our country, causing us foreign exchange and a lot of stress on our economy. So it is really important that we get young people to really understand the importance of agriculture and the potential of agriculture as a business, and therefore allowing themselves to be inspired and get involved in that. So our program focuses on the youth so that we actually take them through a market research. We allow them to really understand the pain points in the industry and also the opportunity areas in the industry. And with all that backed by technology education, innovation education, that allows them to really create solutions for the agricultural space.
As you mentioned, one of those key points is technology. Where are key areas for investment in this field?
machineries. Machineries are very important, and one of our companies that we recently invested in called Kin Tractor and Kigo Agro, they realized from their communities that, for instance, tractors are very important to the smallholder farmers in their communities, but if smallholder farmer cannot afford a tractor. So they have designed and built a tractor that is costing a third of what is already on the market, but also very efficient to really plow the lands of their community people, which are also in the hundreds of thousands.
So what are you most excited about when it comes to the future of African agribusiness?
The excitement is with the fact that over the years, with the work that we've done and also the inspiration that that has created, we're seeing a lot of young people now hitting their chest and say, I'm proud to be in the agricultural space. Prior to 2016, you wouldn't normally see on social media young people in Ghana posting their work on the agricultural field. But now it is really random and rapid, and that energy is what inspires me. It makes me believe that we've done something great. We've inspired a lot of young people, and they are seeing the opportunities. The infrastructure challenges that we have in our country, the financing challenges that we have in Africa, we are able to find ways around to solve those, and we get a lot of young people in that area going into the production and also the services space and technology space when it comes to agriculture.